How's everybody doing? My name is Kurt Friedrich, and welcome to episode 12 of TNT Stocks. Today's actual date is June 1 of 2025. The simulated date is December 1st of 2025. So this will be the final video for the 2025 year. It does not close out 2025. That will be the next video once uh, once we get our numbers in for that simulated month of December. But exciting to go through the going into the last month of the 2025 simulation. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into our criteria and disclaimer, and then start showing what the numbers revealed for this video. So criteria, we'll do one video per week, or correction, one video per week will simulate 1 month. I'll create videos when available at home, not while traveling on Army Reserve duty or vacations. Any week with a missed video will not be considered a simulated month. Each video will simulate loading $100 to the TNT Stocks account. Stocks will be under a live 1 month probation time unless a selling exception is made. Don't think, no, yeah. So one of the stocks that I had in my portfolio, my personal one, actually hit this exception, and I thought I had it in our portfolio, but as I'm speaking, I don't think we do have it in our portfolio. But it's not very often that a selling exception is made. Basically, what happened is that stock jumped. It jumped by about 100% when the day trading opened, and I set my settings to sell at a certain amount. If it dropped down, it did drop down and did sell, and I made a decent chunk of change off of that. And what I mean by those settings, I'll actually get into that with one of the other stocks that we have in this portfolio here in a little bit. So yeah, that exception is not made very often, but it does happen. Continuing on, all stocks bought or sold in the simulation are actual companies with their actual end-of-week closing stock prices. This month we bought 3 stocks at a price range of $2 to $50. So let us see what $100 per video would look like over time. Disclaimer, these videos are for entertainment purposes only. I'm not qualified or certified to give professional investment advice. Day trading has high risks involved. Any gain or loss is at a personal risk. Past performances do not guarantee success in future stock purchases. It is highly recommended that you do your own due diligence when it comes to deciding which stock you will purchase. All right, so with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and look at our portfolio. And I do apologize if this is starting to come through small on your YouTube videos. I have been kind of playing these while I work, seeing how they come through. But the work YouTube is pretty blurry. I did try it on my YouTube on my personal computer at home. It did come through pretty well, but if this portfolio continues to get larger, I'll do a second slide to make it where it's not so condensed. But basically, what we're looking at right here is we haven't sold anything this past month, but what we have bought, we bought some more CVR Energy at two shares at $23.39. We bought Weebus International Limited 17 shares at $2.90, and Millicom International Cellular SA 1 share at $37.51. And so far, our top money maker is Met Alpha Technology Holding Limited. It took the top spot from Avena Healthcare Holdings Incorporated. So now it's our biggest money maker. And if we were to sell that today, we would have a whole $7.28. AGL is still, oh, no, hold on, before I continue on, this is the one I was wanting to talk about, the MATH. Yeah, so speaking of how you So learning experience from my end that I'll share for you all is on my website that I do my day trading on. Math had been uh, increasing steadily over the past few weeks. I've been watching it. I've had it for months myself, and I've watched it go from being low to now up to $3.22, greatly increasing. And I set my parameters to sell just in case it dropped to sell at a certain amount. It did not execute, and I set that parameter to cancel when I forget the verbiage they use, but basically cancel when I select to cancel it. And I thought that uh, the company that I used for my day trading, I guess they will do day trades after hours, and then if anybody follows it, the after hours can jump big time, up and down, and it dropped big time, and it sold. It sold at For me, it sold at $2.66. I still made some chunk of change off of it, but you see, it is now up to $3.22. I did not want to sell it because I felt like it was going to keep going up. I honestly don't even want to keep tracking it because I don't want to see how much I want to kick myself in the butt for making that mistake. But it's on our simulation, so I get to see how it's doing on our simulation. But I'm glad to see it's doing well on the simulation that I'm sharing with you all. So let's hope that it continues to grow, and you all will be able to, uh, um, how do you want to put it, laugh at me or pick fun of me or however that I did not benefit from it increasing. Um, so something for you all to learn. If you are setting a a parameter to sell, if the stock drops, make sure you set it to where it cancels at the end of the day. So if I selected that, it would have canceled, and then I could reset it the next day, and I would still have the stock and have more than uh, be able to sell it for more than what I did. So anyhow, let's continue to drive on. Enough about what mistake I made, and let's continue on. Hold on. Yeah, yeah. The 91.43 here at the bottom. If So that was a big drop. So yeah, let's talk about what's happened over the past week. It still was not a good week. Stocks did drop. I think it was because Trump was threatening to go back to tariffs with China. I think there was something about him saying China didn't hold their end of the deal, and talking about going back to putting tariffs on China. So it really wasn't a very good week for the market this week. And you see, if we were to sell everything right now, we would have a loss of $91.43, which is illustrated here on this screen. Now, this is still this look bad, but it's still actually pretty good because the amount that we have total invested total is this is why I wanted to do percentages, but I felt like numbers better illustrate. So I may go back to doing percentages because if it was percentages, this would look better. Because when this was at $90 back in April, look at my notes, we had a total of $365 invested. And here in a little bit, you're going to see that we have a total of almost $1,100 invested. So this really would be at basically a 10% under if we sold everything now. So yeah, I may go back to doing this as a percentage like I did in some of the other videos, just so it better kind of illustrates where we are in the whole picture of things. Income stays the same because we didn't sell anything, so still the same at a total of $17.24. Our take home is still the same, $17.84. As I said a few minutes ago, our total amount invested is about $1,100, right at $1,099.95. And the total amount that we have in our account is $1,199.40. So our portfolio is still greatly increasing. Here's just the combine. In fact, you know what? This is why I went back to doing it in dollars, because on this graph right here, it would put it at the percentages on the left side. I got to play around in Excel and see if there's a way that I can get dollars on the left side and maybe percentages on the right side to change uh, that blue line there, the over under. So I'll try to work on that before the next video. If I can figure it out, great. If not, then we're going to keep it as dollars. But this is just a comparison of, the over under income and take home all together. And then the combined sheet two, invested in total together. And then again, how our portfolio looks as of now. Same as that other side, since we didn't buy or sell, well, because we didn't sell anything. Usually the first slide I show like this is showing the stocks that we're selling, and then this one shows what it looks like after we clear out all the stocks that we did sell. So that's what we got for this week. Let's hope that next week goes better for the month of December, and then we can close out the simulation of 2025 on a high note. I hope you all enjoyed watching this episode. I hope you all get some useful information from this episode. So until the next week, good hunting with your stocks. Don't forget to comment, rate, share, and subscribe. All of the above. Until the next video, take it easy.